Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to understand one of the most important topic or one of the most important technology which is used in our modern software development, that is Docker. So we will learn what is Docker, why the Docker is used, what problems Docker can solve, and how Docker works internally, and other important Docker concepts. So if you are a beginner and want to start learning DevOps cloud, so this video is perfect for you. Let's see what is Docker. Docker is a platform which is used to develop, ship and run applications inside the containers. So basically Docker is a platform that allows developers to package our application along with all their dependencies into the container. So basically we have a application. So by using Docker, it allows the developers to package the application along with their dependencies into something we can call a container. So what is a container? A container is a lightweight, isolated environment where your application can run consistently on any system. So it helps applications runs consistently on any system. In simple words, we can say Docker helps us solve the famous problem like it works on my system but it not on yours. So by using Docker, applications run the same everywhere. It can run in your computer system or it can run my computer system. It can run on your laptop, it can run on another developer system or any testing servers or even on cloud platform. Next is why Docker was created. Before Docker, developers faced dependency conflicts, different environments, works on my machine problem. Before Docker, developers used to face many problems. For example, we have a different operating system. In my system have a different operating system, and in my friend they have a different operating system. So we have also faced like different Python versions or Node versions. We have also faced like missing libraries. Some libraries are missing. So these kind of problem we have already faced, like environment setup issues and like dependency conflicts. So these types of problem we have faced before Docker. So by using Docker, an application might work perfectly on one computer but fail on another before the Docker. So Docker solves this problem. It can run on any computer. So by packaging, Docker solves these types of problem. In the packaging, they package like code, libraries, runtime dependencies and environment settings. So these types of solve these issues using a containers. What Docker specializes in? By using Docker, it specializes in containerization, fast deployment, lightweight virtualization, DevOps automation and microservices architecture. Docker is designed to make our software deployment faster, easier, more reliable and portable. What you can achieve using Docker? By using Docker, you can deploy applications anywhere. You can run isolated environments, build scalable applications, and you can run databases easily and simplify the cloud deployment. Let's see how Docker works internally. Docker mainly consists Docker client, Docker daemon, Docker images, Docker containers, and Docker hub. So we can understand what is Docker client. Now let's see what is Docker client. Docker client is a command line where we can run commands like docker run, docker build. So these types of command we can run on Docker client. Next is Docker daemon. What is Docker daemon? Docker daemon is the background service that handles like building the containers, running the containers, managing images. These type of tasks will be handled by the Docker daemon. Next is Docker images. Docker image, what is a Docker image? Docker image is a blueprint, or we can say template for containers. So basically it contains what it contains. Docker images contains application code, dependencies or runtime and environment configurations. So basically images are read-only templates, and it contains application code and dependencies, runtime and environment configuration. What is Docker containers? A Docker container is a running instance of a Docker image. So we can run our Docker image in our Docker container. We can think like image is our class and the container is like our object. Containers are lightweight and fast compared to virtual machines. So Docker images, I've already told, these are the templates used to create the containers. They contain application code, dependencies and runtime environment. Docker containers are running instances of Docker images. Features like Docker containers are very lightweight, fast startup, portable, and it has isolated environment. Docker Hub. Docker Hub is an online repository for Docker images. It's just like a GitHub. In GitHub we have also online repository. So same in Docker Hub it has online repository for Docker images. So we have popular images like Python, Ubuntu, MySQL, Nginx and many more. Important Docker commands. We have important Docker commands like docker pull Ubuntu, Docker images. We will get the images, all the images available in Docker. So these type of command we will use further. Next is Dockerfile example. So we need to create the Docker file in our application. So basically we are using these commands to create our Docker file, like from Python colon 3.11, this is our image, then copy dot, then run pip install Flask, and then cmd python app.py to run our Docker image. So I will explain each and every command further. Let's understand from command. So first command is our from Python colon 3.11. So basically Python colon 3.11 is our base image for Python. It provides Python environment. So we are taking a Python colon 3.11 is a Python, we can say Python image. Next command is copy dot. So it has a purpose like all the copies from your computer systems to the container. It copies all the files from your computer system to the container. Next is understanding run command. So run pip install Flask, it means it will run this library, it will install Flask library. So installs required packages during image build. Next is cmd python comma app.py. So basically after all these commands we have to start our application when container runs. So for that we used cmd python comma app.py to start our application. So after that, creating our Docker file, we need to build the Docker image. For building our Docker image, we just write this command in our terminal docker build -t, then myapp, then dot. So myapp is basically a image name. We just give any name. So in this example, I gave myapp is a image name. So in this docker build is a command to build a Docker image. Then -t myapp is a command to assign the image name. And dot is means it is in current directory. Next is after build our Docker image, we need to run the image in our Docker container. So run the Docker container. We have to use this command docker run myapp. Myapp is our image name which I have given previous example. So same name we are using. So in this command we will write in the same way docker run myapp. So what will happen? Docker creates a container, executes the application inside this container, and thus starts the app automatically. So we basically create the image and build the image. After that we have to run the Docker container which creates a container and execute the application inside the container, and that our application will run automatically. So basically Docker workflow, we have to, in first step we have to create the Docker file, then build the Docker image, and then we have to run the Docker container. In Docker container we have basically created the Docker image, and we will run this image inside the Docker container, and then we can run our application. So what are the benefits of Docker? Basically it has a consistent environment. We can run our application in any computer system, and it has faster deployment and easy scaling and better resource utilization and portable applications. Some of the companies using Docker like Netflix, Spotify, PayPal, Adobe, Airbnb, many companies are using Docker. So finally today we learned what is Docker, how Docker works, Docker architecture, commands, and Dockerfile concepts. Thank you so much. If you like my video, please like my channel and subscribe it. Thank you so much.